Oh, this was a video I didn't want to make, actually. I didn't plan on making this video, but because Retrofuzion decided to kick a hornet's nest with me and try to take me down, I'm gonna give him a massive burial. So, Retrofuzion last night was absolutely crashing out over a post I made about Harman Smith. Now, if you don't know who Retrofuziongaming is, I think some of you know, he is Harman Smith's lapdog. That's who he is, really. I was gonna say #1 fan, but he's his lapdog. He is the biggest defender to Harman Smith you will ever see. So I'm here to address him along with a bunch of other people because he's trying to act like I attack these individuals for no reason. So let's begin. So first off, let's get to the post that made him crash out. So Harman Smith, a few days ago, made a video saying that nobody helped my overcome of autism. Like, no one helped me with my autism. And then he later admitted he was abused by his parents. Again, I'm going to take it as a little... well, I won't say that. I mean, if he were to lie about that, that's beyond evil. Nobody helped him. And then basically saying that I eventually overcame obstacles and I became who I am. So basically what I said was this video pretty much confirms what I've always speculated that happened with Harman. He was a kid with autism that had a rough childhood, and unfortunately he didn't get the help. Instead of getting mental help, he grew up to becoming a evil, vile bigot. Now right then and there you're like, wow, VGL, how dare you say something about Harman Smith? How can you say that he's a bigot? How can you say that? Well, no, you asked me. Look at this title right here of one of his videos. The Emulation Iggers. I have to be very careful. You know a damn well what he wanted to say.
The emulation Iggers are seething.
Again. Well, we're going to play it again.
The emulation Iggers are seething.
And he also slips up right around
what
here.
We're seeing is just the emulation community. They are not the emulation Iggers.
Okay. But he ain't a bigot. Let's forget the time that he wanted me to be deported even though I'm a U.S. citizen.
When are you gonna get deported, video game lover? Like, when are you going back to Puerto Rico? VGL is like, well, that's my point, is that, like, legals need to go too. Like, why are they here?
So that's why I said what I said. And so in my comment, I said, I will, as someone who has autism, just because you have it, doesn't give you the right of being a massive douchebag on YouTube. There are some things that don't make sense. You say you didn't receive help and says there's no help with autism because when I was diagnosed with autism back in 99, I ended up getting plenty of help. You claimed you couldn't get along with people, and yet I was able to get along with some people. And I'm just going to be honest. It might just be a you thing. I will say this. I pity you, Harmon, because you should have gotten help. Maybe you would have gotten help. You would have been a really good dude. And instead, you're one of the most insufferable person I've ever met on YouTube. And I'm not the only one. There are many people that have the same opinion as me. And then Retrofuzion absolutely melts down. And basically was saying, and the thing that just blows my mind about this dude, he just sidesteps what I'm saying. So he said, what's your excuse? I'm like, what's my excuse? What, excuse for what? That you defend a bigot Nazi? And then Retrofuzion's like, your excuse for being a douchebag on YouTube. So many in the community know what you are. Everyone just ignores you. Ignores me, and yet you're still here. Okay, then. So then he brings up past fans, 8-Bit Eric. Oh, God. You know I talk to people who aren't in your circles. A troll that wants to bring others down. And then this is the crash out. Just so you know, the only reason I comment on this post is because it's the most vile and disrespectful and disgusting post I have ever seen in my life. You can stay in your circle and pretend you are a decent person, but this post proves otherwise. So me calling a racist piece of shit a post that I call someone who is a racist piece of shit of disrespect, I'm being disrespectful. So then he makes this post and he tags all the people that I attacked for no reason. I want to attack people that I pretend I'm the victim. Everyone starts with me. I just stay in my lane. You are not the victim, VGL. Let's ask a few people. Harman Smith, Nukem Nintendo, Sega Man, Hebot, Leland, we'll get to this dude, Paper Banjo, 8-Bit Eric, Entertainment Gaming Granddad, who used to ban Elite Gaming Guru, Retro Gaming Star, of course, and SGR. Okay, so where will we begin? So let's start off, first of all, about me. Because, look, I'm not perfect, alright? I have made mistakes on YouTube. This dates all the way back to the commentary community days. And yes, you know what? I have caused drama. And I have took L's. I'm going to say that right now. The one drama that I will forever take an L on is the drama I had with Resurrection 4345. I'll take the L on that one. He didn't attack me. I attacked him because he was attacking Black Bond. I will forever take accountability of that. That's like the one drama I regret ever being a part of. Because it made me look bad. So for that, I can admit I take the L. Just now, Rock Solid, the guy that I made a video about Retro Gaming Elitist again. He just came out and he was mad that I made that video. Which, you know, again, I wasn't trying to start anything with him. But, again, like, you have an issue that some people just use emulators. Or they want to play the game. And in the comment that he made, and the last, he kind of had a little bit of, like, elitism. He was saying, retro game is expensive. So what if it's expensive? You know? I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's because not many people are rich in this country. Many people are struggling in this country. The economy falling apart. You didn't think that, Rock Solid? Just saying. I don't have an issue with you. You know? My God, man. It's just annoying, man. But, look, I take accountability of some. But a lot of these people, no, I do not take accountability. First off, let's address Sega Man. So, it's funny that he's like saying VGL 58 attacked Sega Man. So here's the thing about Sega Man. First thing is, I don't hate this dude. I don't. I hate the fact that he's a massive Xbox fanboy. I hate the fact that he viciously attacks PlayStation fans so much. The thing that I've always been so annoyed with Sega Man is that he tries to act like he's not attacking PlayStation fans, but he is. He says that he's attacking fanboys, not fans. But there have been so many times that mask slips and says PlayStation fans are the worst. I wish I was lying. I'm not. That's the thing with Sega Man. And it's funny because he made a video not too long ago trying to sing Kumbaya and like, we need the gaming community to come together. I'm like, fuck no. Why the hell I want to get along with you? Especially that you accuse me of being a racist. Unfortunately, I don't have the video pulled up. Let me go get it, actually. So, this was the video that Sega Man made about me. Now, to be fair, he has every right to make a video on me because I did a lot of live streams at the time on him. Keep in mind, a lot of this drama that Retrofuzion is bringing up, it should have happened 5 or 6 years ago. This is not something that just happened recently. Like, I just backstabbed these guys. That never happened. So here's Sega Man's video, and this is where he accuses me of being a racist.
Do you think it's funny, guys, that when I talk about black African Americans wanting to be in more video games than Latinos, that this guy just comes out of the blue and just answers that? I think he might have a little bit of racism in him. I just feel that. I feel he has a little bit of racism in him because every time I bring that up, it started with the Miles Morales, all right? He brought that up. Now I got a video that was sent to me by my brother E-Rock with him being upset or trying to, I guess, it makes him feel good to try to exploit me about saying what I said in our podcast the other day. Well, I meant what I said, okay? There needs to be more blacks and Latinos in video games. And I think, Loser 58, I think you have a little bit of racism in you because
Okay, that's not what I was saying. My point was this video he made where Sega Man says that the reason that they put Miles Morales in the new Spider-Man game was because of George Floyd. I wish I was lying. I'm not. Here's that receipt.
Microsoft's Xbox has more diversity in their game software than Sony does. They do. It's just a fact. They do. Just because they're putting Miles Morales in there now doesn't mean nothing. Okay? They seem to put that Miles Morales character after what happened to George Floyd. They seem to put that Miles Morales character after what happened to George Floyd.
So, I confronted Sega Man about it, and look what happens.
Miles Morales was in the new Spider-Man game because of George Floyd, even though Miles Morales was already an established character.
Already established character? What are you talking about, man?
He was established
Miles
character.
Morales.
Yeah, but what are you talking about, man?
What do you mean? What do you?
He doesn't
why
even
am I
know
talking? He
who
was in
Miles
the
Morales
recent
is.
Spider-Man.
What are
game.
you talking about, man? You sound like you're a little. You sound like
See,
you're.
like,
You sound like you're a little
see,
mad about
he
because I said that,
something,
man.
He
Tell
said it.
Are
He
you
was
not
dumb. He got caught, and then he just
the game
imploded.
lover. Why are you mad because I said that? Why are you mad because I said that? You're doing right now. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I said it. I'll tell you why I said it because I can, motherfucker. That's why.
Good answer. Next.
Because I can my channel and I can say what I want to say. It's my channel and I can say what I want to say. You got it?
He thinks that it was an opinion for him to say that. It wasn't. What he said was just factually wrong. Miles Morales made his debut in 2011. He was in the first Spider-Man game in 2018. And he actually said that. So, if you think I'm lying, one more time. We're going to watch this one more time.
Seem to put that Miles Morales character after what happened to George Floyd. They seem to put that.
It's to me.
I mean, I just lost words. Just seeing that again just makes me laugh. Alright, Hebot. There's not much to say about Hebot other than he's just another massive Xbox fanboy. I tried to get along with him back on Twitter in 2018, and then I said something bad about Xbox, and then he ended up just melting down, like always. You know. Here's it, like, Hebot to me, like, it's just impossible to talk to him. Because he is just so delusional about Xbox. Like, he lives in an alternate reality where Sony killed the Dreamcast, not Sega themselves, and that's why he hates PlayStation so much. Oh, not like hate PlayStation, but he has like a disdain for PlayStation. He does. It's undeniable. Now let's get to this dude, Leland White. I have no idea who this guy is. I seriously have no idea who this guy is. He just came out of nowhere. Like, literally out of nowhere, and just came to my comment section, and then in some other video saying VGL58 is a loser. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you? I don't know who you are. And apparently he's been following my channel for a while, and just now he re-uploaded this video of me panicking over a pizza.
So yeah, didn't like you, or you did. I'm glad he didn't get hurt, but that is funny. He got scared over a pizza delivery guy that he didn't order pizza. Must be one of those people. If you have Discord on YouTube, don't give out your personal information on.
I didn't, man. I didn't, Leland. It was because I was hacked. And I wasn't the only one. Everyone in my server at the time was involved in that Facebook hack back in 2021. And that's how they got all my personal information. Along with all my friends. Maybe next time, dude, do your fucking research. I'm gonna be nice to you. Now, I know I insulted you, but that was only because you swinged first, bitch. For no reason. You came in my channel and said that everyone hates me. I don't know who the hell you are. So I'm gonna leave it at that. If you want to hash it out with me, we could do it on Discord. We could do whatever. Just address me. Paper Banjo. This dude makes me laugh my ass off because this dude just keeps on saying that I'm like a massive PlayStation fanboy. He still believes in the conspiracy that PS2 actually didn't sell 160 million. He thinks that the GameCube actually did very well and did much better. He's just another lapdog of Harman Smith. But the thing that makes me laugh about Paper Banjo is that he thinks that because I had an avatar of my VGL58 initials on my YouTube channel as the style of the PSP, instantly makes me a PlayStation fanboy. Or maybe it's because I love the PSP so much. If that was the case, why did I change the avatar to Eiko from Terminator Zero? Why did I change it to Space Godzilla a month ago? Why am I using Batra right now? Exactly. Dude's a massive idiot. Entertainment Gaming Granddad. This dude used to be an Elite Gaming Guru. This dude, I just checked, he's still the delusional Xbox fanboy he is. And he gets roasted on Twitter almost on a daily basis. It blows my mind that he's still on YouTube. Yes, I did have a debate with him. And yes, I didn't do very well in that debate. But that's because he was undebatable. Because he will make up his own lies. And for that, like, how the hell am I supposed to debate that? I could just tell, like, I said that the Wii was the best-selling console of the 7th generation. To him, he thinks, no, it's actually the 360 that won that generation because of profits. How do you debate that? Exactly. But one thing I find really, really funny about this dude is that this was his old avatar, Elite Gaming Guru. This was his old avatar, a stereotypical avatar. And this is what he looks like. That's very, very telling if you ask me. That's all I gotta say about this dude. 8-Bit Eric, I can't believe he's still going to this dude. Hilarious because it's only a matter of time Harman Smith turns on 8-Bit Eric because 8-Bit Eric has been talking trash about the Switch too. Here's the thing about 8-Bit Eric. The reason that me and him had this big, like, fallout again was because I call him a grifter. And I ain't wrong saying that. He claims that he's this big fan of me. He's a big fan of me. He supports my channel. This motherfucker was never in my channel. Never commented. Never appeared in my live streams. It's the same thing with Smash JT before he became a grifter. Smash JT was subbed to me, but he didn't even show up at all. And the only reason he showed up was because I called him out of many years ago because he was crashing out because he was saying, like, nobody comes for my gaming content, everyone comes to my drama. And it's like, well, dude, you did that to yourself. You started out making drama. Nobody came for you for gaming content. They came for you for drama. So the same thing with Abe and Eric. He never showed up in my comment section. He never fucking was in my live streams. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Retrofuzion. And last but not least, we have Retro Gaming Star. And, oh my god, man, I can't believe you think that Retro Gaming Star is a good dude, man. He's once again starring drama for like the 10,000th time. This is what Retro Gaming Star does. He does games, gameplay videos, he gets bored, starts drama. He's already doing his like 15 million feud with 2 Black 2 Strong. So he's saying that I attacked Retro Gaming Star for no reason. Well, you really should have not said that, because this is what Retro Gaming Star said to me 5 years ago.
No, that's it. I'm done. Don't talk to me. Don't fucking talk to me. Don't fucking talk to my brother like that. You are a Mexican-ass motherfucker who eats on burritos and shits on tacos, okay?
Let's play that again.
I'm done. Don't talk to me.
Let's play that again.
Don't fucking talk to my brother like that. You are a Mexican-ass motherfucker who eats on burritos and shits on tacos, okay?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, very wise to back with Retro Gaming Star, Retrofuzion. Yeah, very lovely, man. Very lovely. So let's get right to the comments in this post. VGL straight trash. I think this dude is actually Killer J. I actually legitimately think it's one of his many fake accounts he has. Live, like the song from 2 Live Crew. He's nothing but a low cat, Uchi Mama. I have no idea what that means, but whatever. Every now and then he'll pop up in my videos and leave a stupid comment. Here's something funny about Nukem Nintendo. First of all, this dude, I don't know, I'm not going to say this is true or not. I believe this dude is Gillzone, because I found it weird in a post, his Nintendo Switch account was called Gillzone. If you don't know who Gillzone was a dude from the Gamers at Large podcast. This was back during the Wii U era, where we had a lot of Nintendo fanboys trying to do damage control for the Wii U. And Gillzone used to threaten people over opinions. I wish I was lying, I'm not. He literally threatened to harm people over opinions. I actually almost forgot to include this clip of E-Rock, and that's because Retrofuzion reposted a clip of E-Rock supposedly roasting me on YouTube. So once again, E-Rock was a dude that made racial attacks to me and threatened to kill people. I wish I was lying, but I'm not. Here you go.
Look, you can hate me all you want. I'm doing you a PSA. Video game lover, or whatever your real name is. Sanchez, Mario, Lupe, whatever. You know what I mean? You look, hate me all you want. I'm doing you a PSA. Video game lover, or whatever your real name is. Sanchez, Mario, Lupe, whatever. You know what I mean? You look like your dad changes motherfucking tires down at the motherfucking sicko. Okay?
Again, more
Do you see
racism. Like, holy shit.
What's wrong with
5
that
years later, man, that's so wild. And then this is the video that I'm gonna talk about. The one where he actually pulls out a gun and threatens people. I don't even understand it, man. So, Retrofuzion, man, you gotta do your research better, man. You gotta do your research. You have to think who you're giving shoutouts to, man. Because it's really telling. It really is telling. You think you take YouTube as a joke, you try to play like this fake character to try to trigger people, but then you get triggered. Whenever someone criticizes Nintendo, you get offended. You get offended. It's undeniable, dude. So stop with that nonsense. Stop with this horse shit. You know you're full of shit, dude. And I hope this video pretty much shows all my receipts. Like, yes. Did I start a drama with some people? Yes. Do I take some L's? Yes. But a lot with these individuals? No. That's all I gotta say.